chapter 8. Chapter 8 is about Geppetto, about when Geppetto makes Pinocchio a new pair of feet and sells his coat to buy him an ABC book. So the marionette, as soon as his hunger is appeased, starts to grumble and cry that he wants a new pair of feet. But Maestro Geppetto, in order to punish him for his mischief, lets him alone the whole morning. After dinner, he says to him, Why should I make your feet over again, to see you run away from home once more? I promise you, answers the marionette, sobbing, that from now on I'll be good. Boys always promise that when they want something, says Geppetto. I promise to go to school every day, to study and to succeed. Boys always sing that song when they want their own will, but I'm not like other boys. I am better than all of them, and I always tell the truth. I promise you, Father, and that I learned trade, and I'll be the comfort and staff of your old age. Geppetto, through trying to look very stern, feels his eyes filled with tears, and his heart softens when he sees Pinocchio so unhappy. He says no more, but taking his tools and 2 pieces of wood, he sets to work diligently. In less than an hour, the feet were finished, 2 slender, nimble little feet, strong and quick, modeled as if by an artist's hands. Close your eyes and sleep, Geppetto then says to the marionette. Pinocchio closes his eyes and pretends to be asleep, while Geppetto stuck on the 2 feet with a bit of glue melted in an eggshell, doing his work so well that the joint could hardly be seen. As soon as the marionette felt his new feet, he gave one leap from the table and started to skip and jump around as if he had lost his head from very joy. To show you how grateful I am to you, Father, I'll go to school now, but to go to school I need a suit of clothes. Geppetto did not have a penny in his pocket, so he made his son a little suit of flowered paper, a pair of shoes from the bark of a tree, and a tiny cap from a bit of dough. Pinocchio ran to look at himself in a bowl of water, and he felt so happy that he said proudly, Now I look like a gentleman. Truly, answered Geppetto, but remember that fine clothes do not make the man, unless they are neat and clean. Very true, answered Pinocchio. But in order to go to school, I still need something very important. What is it? An ABC book, to be sure, but how shall we get it? That's easy. We'll go to a bookstore and buy it. And the money? I have none. Neither have I, said the old man sadly. So, Geppetto wants to get Pinocchio an ABC book. And new words from the chapter. A pair, zug, to sell, למכור, a coat, מעיל, to appease, לפייס, לשכך, to grumble, לרטון, להתלונן, to punish, להעניש, mischief, מעשה קונדס, to promise, להבטיח, to solve, להתייפח, school, בית ספר, to study, ללמוד, to succeed, להצליח, own, שלו, will, רצון, רצייה, a trade, משלח יד, to be the comfort and staff, נוחות, stern, קשוח, מחמיר, to soften, לרכך, diligent, שקדן, חרוץ, slender, רזה, צנום, leap, זינוק, קפיצה, grateful, אסיר תודה, nimble, זריז, מהיר, to model, לעצב, to pretend, להעמיד פנים, asleep, ישן, נרדם, to stuck on, תקוע על, glue, דבק, eggshell, קליפת ביצה, joint, מפרק, to skip, לדלג, a suit of clothes, חליפה, the bark of the tree, קליפת עץ, dough, ביצה, כיסה, bowl, קערה, gentleman, אדם בעל נימוסים מעודנים, neat, מסודר, sadly, עצוב, unless, אלא אם כן, bookstore, חנות ספרים. Pinocchio, although a happy boy always, became sad and downcast at these words. When poverty shows itself, even mischievous boys understand what it means. "What does it matter after all?" cried Geppetto all at once, as he jumped up from his chair. Putting on his old coat full of darns and patches, he ran out of the house without another word. After a while he returned. In his hands he had the ABC book for his son. But the old coat was gone. The poor fellow was in his shirt sleeves, and the day was cold. "Where's your coat, father?" "I've sold it." "Why did you sell your coat?" "It was too warm." Pinocchio understood the answer in a twinkling, and unable to restrain the tears, he jumped on his father's neck and kissed him all over. Sad, עצוב, downcast, מדוכא, poverty, עוני, דלות, mischievous, שובב, to jump up, לקפוץ, darn, טלאי, fellow, בחור, עמית, shirt, חולצה, to restrain, לרסן, to kiss over, לנשק את כולו, a while, תקופת זמן, shirt sleeves, חולצת שרוולים, a twinkling, רגע, שנייה, patch, טלאי, to sell, למכור, sleeve, שרוול. And that was chapter 8.